We're going to do a brief video on AMC Stock, and that is AMC Entertainment Holdings. We're taking a look here at a one-day chart. It's got three moving averages on it, a green 5-day, a red 20-day, and a blue 200-day moving average. Let's go back here to about January of 21 and take a look at when it first crossed over the 200-day moving average. We have, as you can see, a tremendous spike up from about $4 to $20 when it crossed, 19 bucks or so the first time, some sideways movement, and then a tremendous spike from the 10 range, 11 range, all the way up to the $70 plus range. So this stock can get extremely volatile at times, and it's obvious that's what's going on. We also saw tremendous volume increase here. You can see volume got as high as 700 million shares in a day, which is ridiculously high. And normal range down in this area here in April 21 was about 50 million, which is still very high. We saw after this spike, we saw our standard, just like a giant wave, it crashes and then it kind of oscillates back and forth, and it oscillates back and forth, in this case around $42 a share back and forth, and respected the 20-day moving average, coming down in this little short decline here, which was actually a pretty good decline of almost 40 bucks. But back and forth, this is all pretty standard movement. We saw here in December of 21 a break of the 200-day moving average and a solid respect of the 20-day moving average, so we became involved in a bear market here right around the third week of December 2021. We remained in that bear market, respecting the 20-day moving average all the way back here until about February of 22. Even into March of 22, we'd moved from a bear market to a sideways market, but we were still down on our lows, oscillating around 14, 15, 16 bucks, maybe even $17 back and forth there for a couple month period of time. We then here in late March, early April, got this tremendous spike up and tested the 200-day moving average. That test went from approximately 16 bucks or roughly to about $34, and it did that in just a week and a half time at the most. We then, of course, did not close above the 200-day moving averages, which signaled a move back down to the downside, and that's exactly what we saw here, making a new low in mid-May at about 7 bucks. What's happened since then is a lot of sideways movement, some very low volatility. We can expand this and see that our volumes have been down in the 25 to 35 range. We had an 80 million share range that particular day that's highlighting on June 24th, which is ridiculously high volume. But in general, the volumes have been in the 25 to 35 million range, with some exceptions out here, quite a few exceptions. Now we move forward closer to today. Early August, we're seeing volumes of 125 million shares, 132 million shares, ridiculously high volume for this stock. We see a big strong rally respecting not only the 5-day but the 20-day, and crashing through the 200-day moving average. This putting this stock squarely back into the beginnings of a bull market. Now we're getting some severe distribution up here in the $23 area. You can see above and below the $23, $24 area, they're severely distributing it. So I don't know how good this rally is going to be, but from a technical perspective, this stock's in bull market territory. I would suspect it's going to break down to around the $20 level roughly, and we'll have to see what happens at that point. If it continues to respect the 20-day, then you can expect to move back up here probably into the high 20s, maybe even 30 at around September or late September. But if we get another close, a significant close below the 200-day moving average, then this may have been a false breakout here in this mid-August range. This is clearly some good distribution going on here. These are people selling and taking profits right here. So we just have to wait and see what happens. But from a technical perspective, got a good close above the 200-day moving average. It's respecting the 20-day moving average. So this market is at the beginnings of a bull market, but we'll just have to see what happens here in the next month to see if it can keep that bull market going. My guess is it's probably not going to. It's probably going to trade in this range between 28 and 18, maybe even $16 over the next month at least. And that's how I see this stock today. All my opinion, all for entertainment purposes only. Let's go down and see if RBAM Research has anything to add. RBAM Research does algorithmic generations of entry prices for 190 stocks every day before 7 a.m. I have checked this earlier, and we're not currently, for some reason, not covering AMC. I will check and see if we can add it. But just to show you what we do, we have stocks on here. This is put out for today. This is 1, 5, and 20-day holding period, and they're buy only. The way this works, let's look at Tesla. You buy Tesla today, you close it out worst case tomorrow on a 1 day, worst case 5 trading days, worst case 20 trading days, depending on which price you select. These are for entertainment purposes only. These are not to be relied upon just to buy. You have to do your own research, and you can use these for entertainment to see how they compare with what you've come up with. But they're very interesting. You can get them for absolutely free, no credit card required, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Again, updated every morning by 7 a.m. for 190 plus stocks. Let's scroll down here and see how to get them. You can get all these free, no credit card required, at rbamresearch.com. There's a link in the description below. We cover 190 stocks, long onlys for the stocks, longs and shorts for the major forex pairs, for BTC crypto, and for the major futures contracts, long and short. Again, rbamresearch.com. And if you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that. If you have any comments on how we can improve, please let us know in the comment section below. And everything I've said is opinion only and for entertainment purposes only, including all the entry prices, and you definitely trade at your own risk.